What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Today, we're going to test out some Toucannon in the Open Great League meta. Toucannon received access to one of the most efficient moves that we've ever seen released into Pokemon Go, which is Beak Blast, basically an acrobatics clone, except it always lowers your opponent's attack, so a very efficient attack, and it has great utility too. The only issue with Toucannon is its coverage is so bad. It only has mono flying type coverage, unless you're going to run a move like Rock Blast or Flash Cannon, two pretty underwhelming attacks, so mainly just mono flying is the way to go. And this Pokemon, it's pretty good neutrally, but if you see those bad matchups, it might not be quite as good, and it is a little bit squishy. I have a couple of teams I wanted to try out here today, and we're going to try it out against viewers, so let's see what's going to happen here today, trying out this Beak Blast moveset on Toucannon. Oh boy. Okay, well, actually, we have a play into this. Although it's not a great lead. They could payback, I guess, or Rock Slide. Or they, whoa, okay. Any guesses on the final Pokemon here, chat? I think I have an idea. I think I have a little bit of an idea of what they have in the back. Yeah, we get a shield with the stupid bait. I'm gonna shield this up, I guess. I don't inherently need switch advantage if it's what I think is in the back. But I mean, if I get this to land as well, that's pretty good for us. Okay. Because I can farm this down now with our Shadow Steelix. I don't think this thing gets any good coverage moves into Steelix. Like, I'd be surprised if it did, and Toucannon didn't. Probably Rock Blast Drill Peck, right? So I can farm this all the way down, which I'm going to. No shield this move. And then I can Psychic Fangs the Machamp, and hope that the final Pokemon, whatever it might be, Toucannon is what I'm assuming is what it is, but, you know, maybe it's not. I'm hoping the final Pokemon is going to be playable for our own Toucannon. Oh, it is not Toucannon. That is, like, literally not at all what I thought it would be. But that's, like, kind of fine, I guess? We'll see. I could see a way this could get awkward, though. Or... Okay. Cross Chop Bait. Diabolical. Oh, we win CMP? Toucannon, you menace? I did not think I'd win that CMP. I can't believe they also swapped, by the way. Just saying. I don't know how they called that there. Oh, I'm so happy with this fast move pressure, though. We'll see if I can knock this out with my Steelix still. But I'm happy to get that fast move pressure through against them. Maybe I should go double Psychic Fangs here. But I'm so low at this point. I don't know. Crunch should come close to knocking out. Yeah, I think Crunch is the play. If I survive this, it's either going to be a tie or I win. I survive, I think I win. Yes, okay. Oh my goodness. Dude, what was that? Toucannon winning CMP against Machamp's actually, like, that's kind of crazy. I didn't think it would be able to do that. That's insane. Toucannon into Quagsire. There we go. Okay. Toucannon likely in a good spot here. Could be on Water Gun. Actually is on Water Gun. So not quite as good as I'd like it to be. And honestly, these Water Guns are kind of shredding right now. Drill Peck will get a knockout, or close to it, if they end up letting it go. So almost never would I expect to see a no-shield here. Yeah, no, they do shield that up. These Water Guns are doing so much damage, man. I don't know if I can win the 2-shield here. There's a chance they can Water Gun us down. Because Toucannon is not bulky, right? But there's also a chance that I could. Okay, hold on. This is good. This is exceedingly good now. Because while we didn't go for the Drill Peck here, we can actually go for the Beak Blast. That doesn't one-shot. Okay, I was expecting a one-shot there, I'm not going to lie. But I feel like that is still... It's somewhat satisfying. Not quite as satisfying as I was hoping for. We can shield this, farm down, and then we can maybe even Beak Blast something else if we need to. Or if that Quagsire comes back in, we can go for a Drill Peck into that. Let's see what it's going to be. Double ground so far. It is Quagsire, so instant Drill Peck, getting a shield or a lot of damage. Because as we can see, our Ufisk in the backline does want to avoid this if we can. Although they might Water Gun us down all the way here now. Yeah, thanks to the... It's weird to say. Thanks to the Sand Attack chip damage, they can farm us down. This is annoying because I don't have a lot of fast food pressure here with Cradilly, but I do have a decent amount of bulk. I should be able to survive 2 Aqua Tails if they can reach it. And if they throw 2 Aqua Tails here, then that's going to make it so I can get to a Mud Bomb as well with my Ufisk if they swap out. Okay, we can survive this. And at this point, I can probably overfarm a little bit to try to debuff their final Pokemon. But not a lot, because my HP is kind of low at this point. Honestly, I probably should have Grass Knotted here. I was just kind of worried about a catch on a Grass Knot with like a flying type Pokemon, but I think Rock Tomb is still basically enough to knock out. Yeah. Okay, I should have swapped there, but it doesn't matter, because I can still get to a Discharge. I was really greedy for that, Rock Tomb. Luckily, Pelipper, kind of a relic of the past, although it did get that Weather Ball buff here in this season. If it ever got a better fast move, Pelipper could be really good, but it's not good into electric types, so a good showcase there for a Ufisk. Okay, Toucannon into Kricketune. Okay, does not get much better than that. Kricketune is actually going to be kind of good in the upcoming EUIC meta. I think it's kind of a squishy Pokemon, though, so maybe not the best Pokemon in the game. Sucker Punch on... What's this called? Furfuro? Okay, so Furfuro's actually, like, you might think it's kind of a spicy pick, and it is, right? But we have to keep in mind it has access to some pretty efficient attacks here. It has Surf, Sucker Punch, Grass Knot, I believe, as well. Cradilly, though, should be able to survive. It's a lot of non-stab damage. And it's a decently bulky Pokemon as well. Yeah, Grass Knot does not quite two-shot us here. In fact, what I think I can do is if they end up shielding this, I might even be able to Acid them all the way down. I'm trying to think about what coverage move they might have on a Kricketune. Like, does that thing have access to, like, anything that would hit a Toucannon? I don't know if it does. I mean, it has X-Scissor, I know that. Fury Cutter X-Scissor. Which is a little bit scary to give him a lot of energy. I would imagine it's like Trailblaze or something as the other attack. Okay, Rock Tomb gets a shield. 18. So there is a lot of energy here on this Kricketune, but we do resist it, likely. Oh, yikes. Probably shouldn't have swapped here so quickly. This is a little bit scary, but I might still have some play. I'm going to shield this up, because Ice-type damage is a little bit scary here for my remaining Pokemon. And it's not like 2 Mud Bombs won't come close to knocking out anyway. But this could be bad. Okay. Mud Bomb's gonna hurt, though. Let's see if we get a shield or not. We do get a shield, okay. I feel like a catch is almost certainly about to happen. Or a combo play, that makes sense too. If this is a Trailblaze and this knocks us out, that would be pretty bad. X-Scissor, though, does not knock us out. So now we have some energy in the backline. This game's gonna get so weird. Aerial Ace, okay. I want to be in 1 Powder Snow range, so that way I can guarantee that the Froslass doesn't get any extra energy. It only gets that 1 move, right? And now, hopefully, the Froslass is still 1 away from an attack here. So we can go for the Mud Bomb. Okay, that was a close one. That was a very close one. It would have been a lot less close if I actually had an answer to Froslass on this team. A little bit soft to Ice types, I'm not going to lie, but luckily Toucannon just good enough in that lead matchup to keep it going. Okay, Gastro into Corviknight. I mean, I guess, all things considered, I don't want to see this on my Toucannon. I only have resisted charge attacks against that, so, I guess I'm fine staying in here. Although they go instantly for an Air Cutter. Not even a payback. If they get a boost here, that could make things a little bit scary. Wow, they instantly boost. I guess they know what they're doing. Alright, so right now they should be at 6 sand attacks of energy. The problem is, them getting that boost actually makes this really annoying for me here, where a payback does actually knock us out now. Good thing I do shield it, though. And we should be able to knock out here still with the Water Pulse. But man, that early boost is putting in quite a bit of work here for this Corviknight. Did we get a shield? I don't think I'm in air cutter range, so they do have to pay back us to knock us out, which is fine. Nice, okay. Just barely, we do survive. We get a body slam if they don't throw. And this might not knock out, but it's going to put him so low at this point. Let's see. Body slam is going to get a shield, actually. Maybe a bad play, but I'm swapping. I feel like they never go for a payback here, but I'm still going to shield this up. Yeah, they do air cutter. No boost, please. Yeah, they do get another move off here, but it should just be another air cutter. It is +1, and my Shadow Toucannon is not necessarily bulky. Ow, holy crap. But I am a Shadow Toucannon, right? So I have a lot of damage myself I can throw into whatever comes in. I thought that was the case. But no, there's a Dedenne in the backline, which is actually not quite as good. That is a lot of damage, though. Holy crap. Okay, maybe there's still a chance for us here. I don't know, though. I wonder if double Drill Peck would have been a better play, but I feel like going for that debuff is also not bad. Okay, hold on. We just win. Because we can take a Rock Tomb here. Or Rock Slide, rather. And as long as we're careful with our energy management, we should be able to outpace that Dedenne. Although I might need to throw 2 Sky attacks here to knock this out, which means there might honestly be a catch-win condition here for our opponent. Nice, okay. Or we can give ourselves a catch-win condition. Just by catching there is going to make it so now I can either farm this down, or just get enough energy to outpace that Dedenne. Nice catch, I suppose, but I can always just outpace that Marowak still. So we can still fully charge this up, knock out Dedenne, and we're just 2 away here from our next Sky attack. And we probably would just farm that down too. Nice, okay. Well, that was a bit of a dicier endgame than I'd like to see, but that Shadow Beak Blast doing like 75% of a Dedenne's HP was kind of satisfying, so I'm glad we were able to see that. Alright, next opponent, Shadow Steelix into Shadow Salamence. If this is on Fire Fang, that could be bad, but it's likely on Dragon Tail. Yes, it is. Dragon Tail is going to be able to generate a lot of energy, but I mean, they're likely on Brutal Swing, right? Yeah, it's only 4. It's likely a Brutal Swing coming through. These Thunderfangs are shredding right now. Oh, Fly. I guess maybe that's more raw damage. Maybe that makes sense. Alright, Psychic Fangs is going to probably not knock him out, but they might shield. It depends on how much they value the Salamence. No, they do let it go. Okay, what is this? Gastro, nice. That is one of the best things that Toucannon can see. However, Water Pulse would hurt quite a bit. I'm going to shield this up, just because I feel like at this point, even if they bait us, it's such a good matchup that I might as well keep some HP. Drill Peck doesn't quite knock out here, so we'll see what they think I'm going to do. I'm still trying to judge, like, how much bulk does Toucannon have? Oh, we actually just get the sneak through the 2 shields there. We one-shot with that Beak Blast. Okay. That's very scary. I'm going to go for the debuff into them. I don't know. This is not what I wanted to see, though. We don't have a lot of great fast suppression to this across the board. Okay, well, I mean, I don't need to shield this first move here. So that's good, I guess. Likely going to be an Aura Wheel, yeah. And if I dance around this well enough, then it could be kind of awkward for our opponent. Okay, well, that's actually a really nice catch by them. Credit where credit's due. But I can still make this awkward for them, because I have a lot of fast move pressure, and while I do resist all of my fast moves here, it's still a Morpeko, right? Oh, interesting. I don't think they should have thrown energy there. Because by throwing that energy, they actually just give me the opportunity here. Oh, they show it Seed Bomb, too. Seed Bomb's actually going to make things a little bit dicier than I'd like. But I can debuff the defense with the Psychic Fangs. And once I do that, I think the Pecks and the Thunder Fangs should be enough to knock out. But I was not expecting the Seed Bomb more Pecco. Yeah, we can just shield this up, get that Thunder Fang through. And, I mean, they might go for an Aura Wheel here. Honestly, that wouldn't be a bad idea just to ramp up their attack stat. They have to throw energy almost immediately. Really good counting by them. Now I have to hope that I can peck them down before they're able to reach an Aura Wheel. I don't think they can quite knock us out with a Seed Bomb. Oh, they actually Aura Wheel here. Which means now, maybe a Seed Bomb would be enough. But one peck will do it. We knock out that more Pecco. Okay, that's not great for us, actually. Is it on Bullet Punch? It is! Okay, I'm glad I stayed in. That is very nice to see, that it's not on Force Palm. They could have Power Up Punch, I guess. That would outpace us, but they're likely on, like, I guess it could also have Blaze Kick, but it's gonna be Aura Sphere, right? They swap out into the Dusclops. I mean, I have ways to deal with this in the backline, but it also has super effective damage against both of my Pokemon, so it's kind of awkward in a way. But I'll go for a guaranteed either shield or decent chunk of damage against this Pokemon. And, I mean, I survive a Shadow Punch. I'm gonna no-shield this, but it's gonna hurt. Oh, the Ice Punch? Maybe thinking Toucannon would come in instead. I'm fine with that, though. They could bring in Lucario to get a shield here with, like, a, I don't know, Thunder Punch or Blaze Kick or something. But I should be able to farm them down after the fact. And I still have my Steelix and my Toucannon just in case I need them later on in this game, which I'd imagine I do. Okay. That should be decent for a Toucannon. Although, obviously, Brave Bird could hurt quite a bit. But if I land this second attack here, then either I get a shield, or I get them into Peck down range. Yeah, so I think we just go for Fast Food Pressure now. Yeah, our Pecks are doing so much here. Likely going to see a Seed Bomb bait come through, but I feel like there's no reason not to shield this, because even if they do bait us, I just get more Peck damage in, no matter what, guaranteed. And that's going to put them either into range where I can knock them out with Thunder Fangs and Astonishes, or, if they throw the move now, we'll get knocked out probably by this. Yeah, I mean, it's Brave Bird, right? Oh, they Seed Bomb? I mean, we definitely survive that. But yeah, it wouldn't matter either way, even if they did Brave Bird us, right? Because our Steelix and our Dusknoir were both so healthy. Okay. I mean, again, Toucannon didn't do a ton that a lot of other Pokemon could have done there, but at least it didn't lose it. We were in a good spot, and it didn't lose us the game, so that was nice. Oh my goodness. We see a Medicham on the lead. I mean, while my flying types on paper are a counter to this Pokemon, we have to keep in mind, they get Ice Punch so incredibly quickly that I doubt it would even be that good for me. Dynamic's gonna be thrown. It does do about half my HP, a little bit more even. Oh, nice catch. Oh my goodness. They're using the Licky-Core in 2025. I mean, this is an opportunity, though, for my Toucannon to come in and build up a lot of energy. I can survive a Body Slam here. And then I can build up enough energy to threaten some damage against that Medicham if I need it. But that Medi does have a decent amount of energy still left over. Oh my goodness, that's a Body Slam from a Lickitung, by the way. Can't believe it just did that much to me. Luckily, the Lick Fast Move Pressure doesn't do a lot to normal types, but the Body Slam doing like 55% is kind of crazy. Medi likely does not come back in here. No, it's their final Pokemon, a Wigglytuff, which is actually a little bit scary. If I survive 2 more Charms, I'm in a decent spot. I think I do. Nice. Like, I needed to get this Drill Peck off. But it's still going to be a scary game. because that Medicham is still around. Alright. Let's see what they do here. It's gonna come down to fast move pressure if they let this go. Which they do, okay. I mean, I guess I shield one Ice Punch, right? There's no reason not to. But that Wigglytuff is gonna be a bit annoying to take down no matter what happens here. Hmm. I think I'm fine with this. Because I just need fast move pressure to win the game. I could have gone for a Sky Attack there, but I didn't want to give that Wigglytuff any extra energy at this point. I'm just going to commit to fast move pressure against that Wiggles. Okay. And I should be able to farm down this Medi. Just barely. Okay. Altaria was kind of pinned there in the backline because I don't consider Altaria even remotely a Medicham counter. But just barely Toucannon got to that final Drill Peck against that Wigglytuff, and that's all we needed. Toucannon into Pangoro. Picked up a pretty good lead here, I'd have to say. Although, I mean, close combats would basically one-shot us still too. So if I can, I do want to make sure to save my Toucannon and not get knocked out by that attack. That is only 4 fast moves. I know that's a Night Slash, but I'm sure that's still going to chunk us down quite a bit. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness! Okay, luckily they swap with the boost there for some reason. But man, that was kind of unfortunate. The Night Slash boost, why not? We'll go for the Beak Blast, because, okay, that's actually some real damage. And I think we just caught a Sludge Bomb or a Stone Edge. Likely a Stone Edge, saying it was thrown after 7. Nice, okay. I don't know if a Mud Bomb's quite enough to knock out here. It's going to be close. I think it might be enough. But obviously Clodsire and Stunfisk are both pretty bulky Pokemon, so it's not like a lot of damage is being thrown against them right now. Nice, okay, we do knock him out. If Pangoro comes back in, I'm decently happy with that. But we also have a lot of energy still on our Toucannon. Okay. You see the final Pokemon instead, and it is a Shadow Dusknoir. This Pokemon is pretty good as well into our Cradily, so Cradily didn't have a lot of wiggle room in this game, from what I can tell. Alright, they're at 6 right now, so they have a lot of energy. We'll go here for the combo play. Looks like they were just overfarming even more energy there, though. But I mean, Drill Peck should basically knock him out, right? I guess not quite, but it's still a lot of damage. Alright. I mean, we shield this up. We have to at this point. Night Slash might not have knocked us out, but I think there's a decent chance it does, and I don't want to take that risk, because if I do let my Stunfisk go down, then Cradily doesn't have an easy way to knock this Pokemon out. And this Dusknoir at this point should be in, like, Thundershock plus Acid farm down range. I'll let this go. Make them go for actual Dynamic Punches. I don't want to be shielding Shadow Punches when, you know, Dynamic Punches are required into Cradily. But they could bait us here, too. I don't think a bait really matters, though. Yeah, we just shield that up. And luckily, since that is a Dynamic Punch, there is no chance that they even get a Shadow Punch off after that. So we were able to get that farm down and pick up the win here once again. All right, Steelix into Zweilous. This is actually a really bad matchup for me, isn't it? Because Zweilous here resists every single move that I'm using. So that's not ideal. Well, Dark Pulse is likely going to come through here and hurt quite a bit. Ouch. We'll go for the Crunch, because, I mean, at least it's not double resisted. They let that go, makes sense. We get the defense drop there, though, which is kind of nice. And we're going to go for a Psychic Fangs, I guess. Maybe we get a shield here, maybe they are a little bit scared. Oh, they actually do shield. Nice. Alright. This is a little bit awkward, in the sense that they can probably get 2 attacks off here into my Toucannon. And, this is supposed to be a Toucannon showcase, but I feel like the best showcase of Toucannon right now is as cannon fodder, where I just kind of let it go. Because now that the dark type's out of the way, maybe Shadow Dusknoir can sweep. We don't even survive that. I was kind of hoping maybe we would. What's going to come in here? Hopefully no second counter to me. Okay, that's... Oh, it's Voltage Fortress, though. So not exactly what I thought. Alright. A little bit of lag there, which caused me to throw on less ideal timing than I would have liked. But that's fine. We can reach this Dynamic Punch. They're gonna have to throw immediately here. But I'm gonna be debuffed on my Shadow Dusknoir, which is not ideal. But I mean, if the final Pokemon is weak to us, then, we still have a chance. I don't think we have the damage here that we need. It's gonna be so close, but I think that the debuff is just enough to not be good. Yeah. Oh, man. I think we need, 2 or 3 more Astonishes, and we only have 1 that we can land here. If they throw a Flame Charge or something, on alignment just for fun, oh, even then it wouldn't matter. Oh, man. That's if I had the ability to clear my debuff, we actually would have had a chance there. Most annoying thing here is, while Gastro is very playable in this matchup, I have 2 Flyers in the back that would rather be there. Okay. Luckily, they swap for us. So I don't have to worry about being in a more awkward matchup than I would like to be. I'm going to shield this up, because as we know, Toucannon has access to a little bit of utility called Beak Blast. And while I am a Shadow Pokemon here, Beak Blast is going to make it so I can just a little bit easier survive this Surf they're going to throw in just a second. But they could also no-shield this, and they get 1 shot if they do so. Okay. Claydol can't really come back in here. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, this is going to be the Toucannon showcase. It's a good thing we're seeing this here, because this Pokemon is actually remarkably bad for Altaria as well as Gastrodon. So I need to try to get rid of this as quickly as I can. Alright. I have to shield the Icy Wind. I need to get the second shield down here if possible. Or at the very least, land a Drill Peck. Okay. So we're going to land a big Drill Peck here. Even at -1, it's going to do a lot. We actually get the shield. Okay. And you might be wondering why I'd swap back here to Gastrodon. There's 2 reasons. One is because my Toucannon is still pretty usable here in this game. And the other is because Gastro, while it is not in a great spot against this Pokemon, Water Pulse is still going to add up quite a bit against them. So we should be able to be in a good enough spot here just by pivoting back into Gastro. Doesn't quite get the knockout, but they're in Dragon Breath or Peck Down range. And we even force more energy out of them. I wouldn't be sad if this is a Shadow Ball and it knocks us out. That's an Icy Wind. Honestly, that's a little bit more awkward. Because what that allows my opponent to do now is they can potentially farm us all the way down here. And I don't like that. But I can swap out now into my Toucannon. And I can go for the Drill Peck here on what looks like a CMP with a Rock Tomb. I didn't know if they'd overfarm or not, but I wanted to guarantee no matter what that I land this Drill Peck. As long as I land this move, they should be in fast move farm down range from my Gastrodon as well as my Altaria. And it looks like that's going to be the case here. Rock Tomb knocks us out. But Altaria can come in here. Dragon Breath honestly does a decent amount of damage here in this matchup. Because Claydol, while it is bulky, does not have a ton of defense. It has a lot of HP though. And we're able to knock it out. Nice. Okay, good stuff, Toucannon. Shadow Dusknoir lead. This is pretty good because they have a lot of Ghost-type damage, although Dynamic Punch, if they ever reach it, would do a lot to us. Alright. I think, honestly, I'm just gonna Beak Blast. Is there a reason not to Beak Blast here? What this does is not only will it likely get a shield and a debuff, but it will peck them down into range where I bet a Rock Tomb can knock out. So I'm going to go and swap out now to my Altaria, or my Cradily rather, into this Altaria. and we'll see how they want to play this out. Sky Attack's going to be thrown. They can get to a second one just before my next Rock Tomb here, so they can throw 2 only single-stage debuff attacks, but looks like they don't choose to do that. Maybe what they're going to do instead is swap out with this energy, clear the debuff, and then come back in Dusknoir now that they can. Yeah, there's that Dusknoir. The problem for them, though, is Dusknoir does not really want to take a Rock Tomb either. Although I don't know if I can swap out just yet. I would be very happy if I could. Not quite yet. Six. Alright. They're 1 away from another Shadow Punch if they go for a bait here. Okay, no, so at this point I think I can just, like, fully farm down. 8. Yeah, okay, that's just a small move. We know this. That's just going to be a little move here. Our Toucannon can no-shield this any day of the week. And then we should be able to go for a Drill Peck if Altaria comes back in to get a shield or a knockout. Let's see what they do. They're thinking... What are they doing? There it is. We'll go for the CMP here. And if they do end up shielding this up, then I think I can honestly just farm this down here pretty easily. Okay, they do let that go. And in the back is... Oh my goodness. Unironically, could have been a problem if I didn't reach this move. I don't know if I get to 2 discharges with my Ufisk against this Pokemon. I rank Toucannon coming in clutch. Okay, I think I would have got to 2 discharges here. If not, just like the Thundershocks would have won us the game. Because for some reason, Thundershock is doing as much damage as Waterfall is doing to us. But oh my goodness. Shadow Sharpedo, always a very scary Pokemon when you see it come on screen. Even if it's not there for too long, its damage is just, it's ridiculous. I think overall, while Toucannon is a very good neutral Pokemon in a lot of situations, it is very squishy, and its reliance on flying-type damage can be a bit of a hindrance sometimes. It is a solid Pokemon, though. I will admit it did surprise me in a few of the matchups where it was able to hang on a little bit longer and do a bit more damage than I was expecting, but I feel like Furo might just be better since Furo is the same typing, has a very similar moveset, but actually has coverage. But overall, if you want to shout Toucannon, it has a very good moveset here, and it's not a bad Pokemon, so you can give it a go if you want to. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.